Math in 3 with Mrs. Z. Let's talk about solving equations without graphing. What's an equation? An equation is when one side is equal to the other side. Why do we need equations? They help us make predictions. They can show relationship between data and values, and we can also use them to solve for unknowns. A solution is a value for the variable that makes the equation true. It does not always have to be a number, but a lot of times it is. We have 3 different types of solutions when you solve an equation. You can get one solution, x is equal to 4. You can get no solution where there's no longer a variable and the 2 values do not equal to each other. Or you can get infinite or many solutions where you again have no variable, but the 2 values are equal to each other. So if you want to verify that the answer to the equation is true, you just plug it in. Remember, we always use parentheses when we plug in numbers. So we'll put that -6 in parentheses. We can use our calculator to help us out, or we can use our mental math. And we get -33 is equal to -33. So we can verify that, yes, this is a solution. You could also take the equation and you could solve it. You could move your variables to the same side. So I'll minus 4x from both sides. I get -2x minus 21 is equal to -9. And then I'll finish solving by using my inverse operations. And when doing that, we also get -6. So that's another way that you can verify. I'm going to do one more example on just how to solve. So we always do inverse operations. We start with distributing if we need to. Then we will combine like terms on the same side. Then we would move variables that were on opposite sides, one left on one right, to the left-hand side. Then we would undo any positive numbers and then undo multiplication. So here we have 2 operations. We have subtraction and we have multiplication. So we first want to move the 8 since that is attached to the variable with subtraction. A +8, the inverse is -8. -8 and +8 cancel, and we get 3p is equal to 4. Then we come through and do the inverse to multiplication, which is division. So we get p is equal to -3/4. You could plug that back in to check your answer. In this example, there's a little bit more going on. We have parentheses, so we would first start by distributing. And when you distribute the number and that number sign into the parentheses. So we get 3 minus 3x minus 6 is equal to 1 plus 3x. Then I'm going to combine my like terms. So I have some whole numbers here, 3 and -6. That gives us -3. I'll then move my variables to one side. So I'm going to take the x's to the left. And we get -6x minus 3 is equal to 1. We'll undo the subtraction with the inverse of addition. And then finally, we will divide. Anytime that you get a fraction in math, please make sure that you reduce. So this is -4/6, but that reduces to -2/3. You could check your answer by taking that and plugging it back in for the x's in the original equation. This was Math in 3 with Mrs. Z. Please like and subscribe below. Thanks.